Welcome to Top and Bottom.
My name is Frederic.
And my name is Kiana.
And today we're going to be talking about our greatest fears. Or just fears we've had since the dawn of time, since I was born, and the dawn of time since you were born, until now.
Which is about the same time, if you think about it.
Well...
A little bit.
I'm older.
No, you're not.
Oh.
Are you?
Damn it. Wait.
You're younger.
Oh, whatever. That means I'll live longer.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. Asian don't raisin.
Yeah, but you're also a man.
But I'm Asian.
I'm also Asian.
But I'm Chinese.
Okay. That's a whole other thing.
So.
Already? We just started. You're drinking already.
It's really hot in here, and I wanted to dress up for y'all for fall, and...
I think it's hot.
Oh, actually, I did want to take this off just for them because y'all requested it, and I feel like if I don't do it eventually, you're going to start a riot, so... The girls are out.
We're gonna buzz it soon, though. It's getting pretty long. So.
Because if we look right here, well, if anyone who isn't watching on YouTube, because we're going to get this on Spotify soon, I talked to my friend, and he figured out, how to do the RSS thing, because he has his own podcast, and I was like, wait, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah.
So.
Cool. We're going to be official soon.
I know. Well, I think we already are official. I did apply for that podcasting internship.
Mm-hmm.
There was a one with Spotify.
Oh, really?
I applied. Didn't get a response yet.
It's fine.
But we're waiting. So, greatest fears.
Oh, let me get my paper.
Oh, yeah, you wrote it down.
Yeah, we're just going to be too loud, though.
It's okay. Just put it out.
Maybe it's like ASMR.
Okay.
I'll put it on now.
Well, you said, at first you couldn't think of any.
Well, I still couldn't think of any.
But now you have, right?
Not really. The ones for now I just think are things I don't like, but I wrote them down anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, I mean, there's also, really stupid ones that we have. But I just am a more fearful person.
Yeah.
So, I guess I should start first.
I mean, I thought we were starting with... I have a lot of childhood
fears.
No,
I have a lot of childhood ones, too. So, I feel like at the very beginning, the last memory I had... This is all just because my parents would tell me these stories, because I don't remember them. Mm-hmm. Apparently, when I went on a cruise one time, I was, down in Florida, they had this option to, swim with dolphins or something. And it was, apparently, it was $200 to, do it. And my parents paid for it because they, wanted me as a child to, have a good experience on a cruise. But, I had no conception of what a dolphin was. So when I saw them, you know how they have teeth? Serrated teeth?
Yeah.
And it's, these little planks. And now I'm not fazed by it. But, as a kid,
seeing it up close.
Fucking scary.
Probably scary, yeah.
It looked like Monster House teeth. The movie Monster House.
I've never seen that. That's what I was going to talk about that.
What, the Monster House?
No,
horror
scary movies.
Oh.
Just as a sign.
Oh, I could talk about that for a whole podcast.
I was gonna bring it up just so you can.
That'd be torture for you, though.
I'll explain later, but yes, yeah.
So I apparently when I saw the teeth, when it smiled at me, I was fine when it wasn't smiling, but when it did that, I just started crying instantly.
Wow.
I was scared it was gonna eat me. And it knew I was sad, and it gave me a kiss on the cheek. And that's the one picture they have, is me crying while it kisses me. On the cheek. Everyone else had a picture of them smiling, kissy face.
Do we have that photo? Am I able to see this photo?
Do not want to pull it up.
Not for them, for me.
I will ask my parents, and if I do happen to find it before this goes up, and before we're done editing, I will put it up.
Okay.
But it's just... so embarrassing because my parents wasted $200 just for this ride, and I was like, I don't know what, or not ride, but experience.
It's fine.
I was like, I don't know what you help. I don't know what you expect from a 4-year-old.
Oh, you were 4.
I was so young, just in the little. I couldn't swim yet. I was in my little.
In your life jacket.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had this hair.
I have a similar experience, but I wasn't scared of it. After we went on a cruise, there was a thing you could go swimming, or whatever, and there were jellyfish and. So we were swimming towards, there's a playground in the middle of the water.
Okay.
Whatever. I'll talk through it really fast. It's not one of my fears. But same thing kind of happened. Not really though. I started getting stung, and my dad was like, "Oh, just keep swimming." My dad, first of all, my dad knew it was jellyfish. He knew they were jellyfish, and he was like, "Keep swimming.
Keep swimming.
We'll get through them. Whatever." And we were with my cousin and my sister, and my cousin's he's out. He's like, "I'm done." He goes back to the shore. My sister's screaming because it hurts.
Wait, so why were you swimming through jelly?
We're trying to get to this playground that was floating in the middle of the ocean.
So there's a playground in the middle of an ocean.
Not middle, 20 feet out. Sure, I guess.
It's so weird.
Whatever. It was a cruise thing. And then I'm getting stung, whatever, I'm screaming, some guy in a canoe picks me up, and I have these jellyfish marks all over my body, and he was like, "Oh, you were swimming through a school of jellyfish." A school of jellyfish.
School.
Like, I looked like I'd been attacked.
Damn.
And I wasn't able to enjoy the beach the rest of the
What kind
trip.
of jellyfish were they? Do you remember?
I don't particularly remember.
Okay.
All I know is they were spraying me with vinegar when I got out. They're like...
Yeah. Or you're supposed to pee on someone.
Yeah, but thankfully they had vinegar and urine was not used.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't scared after. So.
Okay.
It made me stronger.
That reminds me of another. Okay, so I was on vacation one time on another beach and I was like in the water and this couple was like, "Oh my god, jellyfish!" And when I heard that, I just started like immediately sprinting, like fast freestyle, because I think I was in Mexico and like I researched before I went. I was also very young.
Yeah.
And I was just like paranoid about the potential box jellyfish that's like known to kill people. It's like very deadly poison.
Wow.
And I always go to like the worst possible situation.
Yeah, I did not research anything.
And I'm just a paranoid person. So like when I got back, I was like shaking and I was just looking at the couple. I was like, get out. And the boyfriend was like, "No, there isn't a jellyfish. It was just a piece of algae. Sorry, my girlfriend scared you."
No. Well, we went on another cruise later and there were also jellyfish. But this time I learned and I just stayed on my raft.
Wait, so like did the cruise just I forgot how cruises work. Like, do you just leave the cruise and get back on later? Like, where does it go?
They just make stops.
Oh,
I think. In
the middle of the ocean?
No, it was in the middle of the ocean. It was like we stopped. I don't remember where the location was. We stopped, went to the beach, and there just happened to be a playground thing in the middle of the ocean.
I don't really know how cruises work, so.
You pay for like different stuff. If like they make a stop and you can pay for like different things you want to do.
Oh, okay.
So they probably paid for like the dolphin thing.
They did. My dad's still angry to this day. They like always. This is like that
they're
one.
Angry about it.
Well, they were just like, "Frederic, you wasted $200." I was like, "You wasted it. I did not do anything. I was 4 years old." But you know, those stories that your parents just like constantly
use over and over again to like bring you down. This is
one of them.
Oh wow.
To bring you down when you're too far up. All right, your turn.
Okay, mine's not as intense. I feel like it wasn't like a physical experience. It's more mental. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how old I was. Probably like 10. Michael Jackson had just died. I was in California because my grandparents lived there, and because he died in California and I was in California, I made this like connection that I was near his like dead body or something.
Okay.
Just because he wasn't even that close to us, whatever. But I made that association, and then I didn't even know who Michael Jackson was. I heard on the news, and my mom was like upset because it was Michael Jackson, and I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" So I look him up. He terrified me. Like his.
Oh, did you see the picture of him very pale?
Very pale. Yeah. Terrified me. And I mean, I know we can't help it, like it was a skin condition, but just as a kid, it scared me. And so then like literally like years after that, like that summer, like anytime I like looked in like a shadow or like in the mirror, I thought I saw his face behind me. And it was like a genuine fear. Literally. And like I thought I would see him in windows. I thought I'd see him in the shadows at night. It scared me. So Michael Jackson.
Do you think people would be scared by James Charles White? Picture?
Maybe.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what's
like that. Like maybe he's like the new Michael Jack. Like
it's similar.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah.
When did he die?
I don't remember. I was trying to write it. I wrote down in my notes, but I think I was like 11, maybe.
Michael Jackson.
Or
honestly,
maybe 9.
I never listened to him.
I didn't either.
So like I thought he died in like the 90s or something.
Oh no, I knew he died because I didn't know him until he died.
Yeah.
And then I looked him up and all that. Yeah. But
okay, well mine gets much worse from here.
Mine does too.
Okay. So I guess the next memory I always have is just like I had a lot of nightmares as a kid. I feel like everyone does.
Yeah.
But mine are the most reoccurring ones. I had 4 solid ones. Okay.
Just wait till mine, but yeah.
Okay. So one of my biggest, I'm just gonna put these all in one: alligators, anacondas, and spiders. To this day, I'm still petrified of spiders, but like we'll get to that. We'll unpack that later.
I don't have animals on here. I just have men. I have men on my list.
Okay. Well. You think about me, okay? So like my sister was 10 years older than me. Mm-hmm. She loved to just like she didn't fight with me, but she loved to like traumatize me in ways that like I'm not even aware of until now. Mm-hmm. So she made me watch like she was like, "Freddie, do you want to watch this movie? It's about like little snakes." And it's the Anaconda movie that I showed you.
Oh.
The one with J-Lo.
That was a funny one.
Yeah, but like as a kid, seeing that big ass anaconda just like potentially strangling you. And I was like, I'm gonna die by one in the forest, and it's like I had no conception that they're only in the Amazon.
I understand that a little bit, like seeing something and then it translating
seeing it
into
that
your
big,
dream.
yeah. So I saw that, and then I saw all the Final Destinations. Mm-hmm. So I was scared of like, oh, actually, I'll talk about it later. But in terms of animals, it was the Anaconda movie. Then there was one called Spiders, and I wanted you to watch it. It's just about big spiders, mutant spiders that like, like cocoon humans.
Like the Harry Potter one.
Yeah.
Like that big?
And there's so many of them in the city, and it's just like...
Wow.
I fucking hated it. It's so scary. I'm like 6 or 7 or something.
Okay.
Like,
We're okay, yeah.
and the last one was alligators because I lived near alligators.
When I think of alligators as a kid, it reminds me of Rainforest Cafe. Like the little alligator in the front and trying to throw money into it. That's all I ever think of.
Well, they always told us like if an alligator chases you, like run in zigzags. And I was just like, why do I have to know this? So I always got scared when I saw them sunbathing because I lived right next to a lake back then. Mm-hmm. And then like obviously I was scared of cottonmouth snakes and like coral snakes and just anything that can kill me because I researched this stuff as a kid.
Wow.
I just never went out. That's why I gamed. I was scared to go into like forests and trees and like black widows, like
I just didn't research any of it.
The brown recluse. Like all these names are just like things I know can kill me.
Wow.
Oh, I know why. I bought a book. I bought a book from Barnes & Noble that's like things that can kill you, A to Z. Uh-huh. And it was just every single like it went from anaconda to like just anything that it was in Australia.
Wow. I think I have an opposite experience because I watched Man vs. Wild and all I wanted to be was Bear Grylls and I wanted to just be outside all the time.
Oh, I just thought of another fear, but I'll let you go now.
Okay, kind of similar. It wasn't from like a movie or anything, but you're with like kids when you're younger and like I don't know, there's no story behind it. We were just talking about kidnapping and I didn't really know what it was until after they talked about it and then I realized, oh, someone takes you from your home.
What movie?
It wasn't a movie, that's what I'm saying. We were just talking about it and that's how I figured out what it was and that's what they were talking about. Okay. So I got scared of being kidnapped. It doesn't make sense. I was like on the second floor and everything, but so what I would do, like kidnapping at night. I was scared that someone was going to crawl into my window and take me. And this is because my mom, when she was younger, she's going to yell at me if I get anything wrong. But my mom, when she was younger, I think she was in Iran. There basically had been like burglars around her neighborhood. So my grandpa like hired this guy to like guard the house or something. He fell asleep. But my mom was like 5 or 6 and she saw the guy climb through like the window and walk across the house. Like she like had that experience and then it like translated after I probably asked her what kidnapping was or something like along this.
And then she told you like a little bit.
Around this time probably figured out like everything. And so that's what I was terrified of it.
Yeah, that's a normal fear.
Yeah, so but I was like crazy cuz like I thought if they could see me, they could get me. So if there was a crack in the curtain, it scared me. Oh. So I would tuck the curtain into the window and if it didn't stay, I took tape. Mm-hmm. I'm not even kidding. I took tape and I would tape little parts of the window so there was no crack.
Wow.
Because I was scared of getting kidnapped in my...
Did you have a ledge?
No, like I wasn't even... It didn't even make sense, but like just the thought of it scared me.
I mean, that's a normal fear.
Yeah.
I can still be scared of that today if I was living in New York and like had a ledge.
Yeah. I mean, the fire escapes.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
Well, that's a thing that happens here actually. Yeah. So, well, I'm sorry you went through that and I'm sorry to your mom who went through that. Mainly more sorry to your mom.
Yeah, I'm more sorry to your mom. Nothing happened to me.
Okay, but when you mentioned the like that show you're watching about like I forgot Man vs. Wild.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Animal Planet, but I watched like River Monsters.
Okay, no.
And then Monsters Inside Me. Do you know what they are?
No.
River Monsters is one where like this guy just goes and catch big fish and like it's ancient stories of like a big catfish that grows so big it eats humans. Or like
so they're just trying to like get your attention by like fear factor.
Yeah. Okay. It's so I was scared of all lakes. And in fact, I'm
scared of lakes now too. Maybe I'll add that.
Well,
you don't know what's in there.
Yeah, well,
it's just a puddle of water.
But you're not scared of the ocean?
No, because it's like across
literally
the earth.
No sense. Okay.
The lake, like amoebas.
90% of the ocean has not been discovered. Don't fact check me. I think it's like 70, but
okay. Well, I won't get into it. Continue.
Okay. Well, not only was I scared of lakes because of like a big catfish gonna eat me alive when I was just 8 or 10 years old, but I also watched Monsters Inside Me, which is like about
parasites.
Yeah, just like parasites or diseases that live in you. So tapeworms, just like any like parasite that lives within your body. Brain-eating amoeba, those are back up in topic in Texas. Apparently, they're in tap water now. And I was just like, I hate the idea of it. How like just water can kill you.
Yeah.
Just because you a little bit in the lake.
Yeah. Wow. Texas, really?
Yeah, apparently it like happened 2 weeks ago. I just read about it.
I can taste the difference in tap water, and something's wrong with Texas tap water. That's why I don't drink tap water. But like, it tastes metallic to me.
New Jersey water is metallic too.
But like, bad. Like, I won't drink it. Like, Anna makes fun of me because I won't drink water, like tap water, but like...
Well, like, New Jersey tells us not to, at least my area, because there was a plant near us that like had a meltdown, so then all the metals are like went into the pipes.
Oh wow!
And still to this day there is some near areas. So like, we have a filter system apparently. But like when you have the amoeba, you're dead.
Yeah. Those are just things you can't control. So maybe that's like an umbrella.
I don't like things that are not in my control, basically.
Wow.
I feel like that's a thing that everyone doesn't like. Maybe I am a control freak.
I think some people are just more accepting to it, but I agree. I'm like that. I don't like things I can't control.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I now I think about it, I am a very big control freak.
A little bit.
Like my plans, like I need to make sure what's happening with them.
Yeah.
I need to know where everything is. Like I always. Okay. Well, I guess we're unpacking a lot of stuff.
That's umbrella topic. So I'm gonna piggyback off of my curtain tucking. When I was doing it one night, because it was routine. Every night I would tuck my curtains.
Okay.
A gecko jumped on me.
Aww.
Jumped on me, and then I freaked out because it's this little transparent thing. You can see it's like heart beating. Like it's
you have one of those geckos.
I guess.
Oh, it's so cute.
No. Anyway, so I like freaked out. I was like moving, trying to get it off. Lands on my bed, and then it lands on my bed. Probably got off my bed at some point, but from that point on, I was always worried I'd wake up to it like in my mouth or like trying to crawl into my ear.
You don't know where it went?
It wasn't in my bed anymore. Like that, like this is like months after. Like I developed the fear of a gecko being in my bed because it jumped in my bed.
But when it jumped in your bed, where'd it go?
I'd probably shoot it off or something. You
don't remember where it went?
I don't remember. I was screaming. My dad probably came in or something. But I developed the fear of it, like just crawling into my ear, going into my mouth, or being on my body at night. So geckos. So that is the only like living other than men on my list.
Yeah, spiders is basically that because like there's this rumor that they can crawl into your mouth when you're sleeping.
Not rumor. They do crawl into your mouth when you're sleeping.
No, I thought they debunked that. I saw someone debunk it though.
No.
What? Stop. Like, don't give. No. I'm looking. Once again, I have to look it up now because I have to know. Like, actually, is it a thing?
I don't know. You're the one who told me that. Like, supposedly, like you have 4 spiders in your mouth in your lifetime. You'll eat like 4. Didn't you tell me that? Or did you not tell me that?
Shit, I might have told you that. Yeah, because it's just like these. I just read these things that like I just believe them firsthand. This is why you should not believe things you read on the internet.
Yeah, I feel like.
But they just scared me because I don't
know where I was going with that.
I don't know. I just don't like how they look. I don't know how people think they're cute. I don't know how people can pick them up.
I don't like spiders like that. Like I won't be, he's so cute. Like I won't pick it up or anything. But like it's not like if I see it, I'm not freaked out by it.
I am so scared of them that I will torture them. You remember I told you about that spider I tortured?
Yeah, you tortured it.
I tortured 2 in my house. Like
daddy long legs?
No, that's even worse.
They don't do anything.
Okay, I don't care that they don't even bite, but they look even more disgusting.
All they do is eat mosquitoes.
That's
and spiders. I think they eat spiders.
They do, but they're still gross. I don't care. Listen, this is what like.
I'm not gonna change your mind.
As someone who cares about animal rights,
you tortured the spider.
They deserved it because you know why? Because I hold them to the same level of a human being because that's equal. So, if a random stranger enters my building, my room without consent and is trespassing, I have the right to kill.
I mean,
is that a thing? Do I have to defend myself?
You have the right to defend. I wouldn't say kill.
Okay, well I did. I defended myself by neutralizing the spider.
But you killed it.
I neutralized it.
I saw what you did. You literally trapped it and you suffocated it and you watched it die.
Yeah. It took a long time, too. They don't consume that much oxygen, I guess.
It's very small.
It took 2 weeks and I drowned it with slime.
Okay. New fear. Frederic.
Yeah, don't reincarnate as a spider. I'm out.
Okay. Was that your fear?
Yeah, I still have a fear.
Oh, no, you didn't say one.
Okay. I did talk a lot.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I guess ghosts?
Mm-hmm.
Piggybacking off of all the movies I watched, my sister loves horror movies, and this is how I come to love them. As a kid, I fucking hated it, but any ghost movie, Paranormal Activity, any just like the Ghost movie,
Ghost are like ghost as in the ghost form or like spirit like.
I always thought of them as like the one under the blanket.
Okay.
Like I had a fear that it would go through my window, and that's why I always closed my doors.
Yes, I was gonna say something.
And like, whenever I turn off the light in the basement... Oh, first of all, I hate going down basements still to this day.
I hate basements. I never had to live with one. And then...
You're so lucky.
But, like, my cousins... I guess my aunt does... They have them. They live in New York, so they had basements. But I used to hate going down it when we were younger.
Yeah, I just don't like seeing things that... So like, you know how my whole house has a bunch of night lights? Like, when I walk and they turn... That's because, like, my parents know, like, I just don't like walking through night.
They don't turn on unless you pass it, so you have to walk through it.
Yeah, but I like knowing that I can handle the light itself. But when there just isn't light anywhere and I can't access it, I start sprinting into the nearest light.
I still do that. If I like have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the kitchen or something, like I'll run back when I turn the light off. I think that's like a normal
But as a kid, I would hold the wall and close my eyes to get to the kitchen.
Well, that makes sense.
This is why I hate my sister, just because she showed me all these movies. Like,
yeah.
If you're watching this right now, Eileen.
But I was gonna say, off topic, but kind of on topic. I was trying to think of why ghosts, we draw them that way.
Yeah.
And I didn't, like, even register that it was the blanket or anything. Like, I just brain farted.
Like, why is blankets a thing either?
Yeah, I don't, the sheet, I don't know.
And you know how we do, like, the little squiggly mouth? Like on the ghosts?
Squiggly mouth?
Like the one on pumpkins, or like the evil one. Yeah. Like, why is that a thing?
I don't know.
I think it's because it's sharp and it looks deadly.
Scary.
Yeah. Because humans register sharp as bad. According to our I don't know. We can unpack that. All right, your turn.
Okay. Well, I talked about the gecko. There was like this thing. Okay, I used to wake up hella early when I was a kid, like at 6 o'clock, and I would just go watch TV because I was up. And like one time on one of the channels, don't even remember, there's like Unsolved Mysteries. Like it was one of those shows. I don't know if that's the name of it, but that's what I remember it being.
Is like BuzzFeed Unsolved?
Kind of, but it was like a cable show. So like,
okay.
I don't know. And one of them, this girl got murdered basically, and they left her in the bathtub. And you know how they replay sometimes, like with really bad actors, they replay like the scenes. Okay, so like they did that, and her dead body was in the bathtub. Okay, I don't even know the name. I don't know the context. I don't know nothing. I just was watching it. I got scared because of what they showed, and this is a really weird fear. And I didn't realize I had it until I was thinking about it.
Okay.
When I was younger, in the shower, I would be scared to close my eyes because I felt that if I closed my eyes, I would start to visualize the dead person in the tub.
Oh.
And so I've just vocalized. I've never talked about this because it scared me, but yeah. So I would never close my eyes. So when you know how like you're supposed to close your eyes, I guess, like when you're like washing your hair because you don't want to get in your eye.
Yeah.
I would like let it get into my. I just was terrified.
Oh my god.
Of closing my eyes.
Wow.
Because of that visual. And
that's
like you said with the movies, like I feel like that's why I don't like scary movies. It's not because I'm like scared of like it happening. It's just the visual like plays so often in my head that it's scary.
Well, it's because like as kids, like we don't have a concept of like these are like.
Well, I knew it wasn't real.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know why you didn't know that. I knew it wasn't real, and like the big anaconda. If I saw that, I wouldn't be scared because like it's not gonna happen to me. But still, like.
I think that's why I'm so scared of.
Because
like, no one ever told me that there's actors were a thing. So I always thought that anything you saw online, like any like movie of it like involves a dog dying. I think there's a movie about it. I thought that dog actually died. Like they just
you said something to me about like a movie and you thought it was real. Like Frederic, like how could you have thought that was real?
Yeah, like when humans die in movies, they actually died. Like I just didn't think that they were actors because I didn't know that was a job back then. So like that's why I was so scared. Final Destination, I thought was real.
Wow.
I thought that actually happened. And no one told me otherwise. I had to like figure it out.
It's crazy. I just always knew, I think.
So like I was so scared of bridges and airplanes because of Final Destination. Like I would just have nightmares of like me going on and dying and burning to a crisp, or like falling down the bridge, and I was driving and my mom fell off the bridge with me. Like all these random.
So yours is probably more intense because you thought it was real.
It woke me up. Oh, did you ever like wake up crying and like scream for your mom to come into the bed and like take you to bed?
No. I would wake up scared and I would go to them, but I wouldn't scream and have them come to me.
So when I woke up, it was almost every night. I would scream until they came into the room and put me back to sleep, or they brought me into their bed. And this kept happening until I was 12. And when I didn't scream, I would wet the bed instead. I know,
It's fine.
But until 12, like that's how scared I was.
Wow.
And there wasn't anything I could do. I didn't drink water before bed. It was just no amount of classical piano music stopped it. I would always have these nightmares.
Wow.
And it's like the same 5.
I had nightmares, but I don't know. Yeah, you must have had really intense ones.
I was just a scared child. I don't know why.
It's who you are. You can dive deeper into that. Maybe
I don't wet the bed now. Okay, let me just clarify.
Maybe when we go into astrology.
Oh God.
We'll unpack that more. Wow.
Well, we are very emotional creatures.
We?
I'm referring to Cancerians.
Okay, I was supposed to say. We are not.
Shut up.
What am I? Aquarius?
Yes.
Aquarius or not,
okay.
I think. I don't know. I haven't read into any of it.
Alright, rejected water sign.
It doesn't make sense.
You're gonna keep saying each
it's
episode.
Aquarius.
It doesn't make sense.
Aquarius. Whatever. Did you say one?
I don't even know. Just go.
Okay. So here's another man. Happens to be also a singer. Elvis Presley.
Oh my God! Why?
Because we visited his house
Oh.
In Tennessee. Graceland,
I didn't know he lived in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, visited his house. Terrified me. We're walking through this dead person's house. We were walking through his house. Like, his closet was open. His bedroom, like... That's so creepy. And then his grave is, like, right outside.
When did he die?
No. Anyway. So, I had a dream... Not dream. I guess I had the idea that his ghost followed me back to Texas. And I would wake up to this, like, image of him sitting... Because I had, like, a bench area in my room. Just sitting... He would just be sitting on my bench looking at me. And I would wake up to that.
Have you had any ghost experiences?
No.
Okay.
I do not want any. I'm not going to go sit in a graveyard with an Ouija board.
Listen, I have one ghost story, and I can hold it until the day I die, because I'm just so happy to know my reality. Okay. It went from, like, me being terrified of ghosts to, like, me wanting the experience. To, like, know they exist,
I was just going to say, if you get scared, why did you do it?
Because you just eventually stopped getting scared. It intrigued me. Okay. I got so interested in them. Why do you think I rewatch Coraline every year?
I've never seen that.
You've never seen Coraline still?
No. Oh. I didn't want to when I was younger because I would get scared.
Yeah.
And then, so when I grew up, I can watch it now, probably fine, but, like...
It's just a nice, I don't know, it has a nostalgia.
I know it, like, it's really well done. And
very well.
I want to watch it for that reason.
Yeah, very well made.
Anyway, so yeah, Elvis Presley.
Okay.
With Michael Jackson.
who's Billy Joel? Is he on there too?
No.
Okay.
No. There's only one other man.
Okay.
But we'll get to him.
Okay. I mean, I think everyone as a kid had this death.
No.
Just like scared of. Okay, well, this is all related to like the fact that I knew a lot of things that can kill me.
Kill you.
So when I learned that people aged, because I didn't know people aged at first. Like I used to thought death was like, oh, when you just happen to die, like you still look like yourself. Like, you know, in The Good Place, how they look at them.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought death was like. I totally thought there was a big ass afterlife and like nothing happened and people didn't age at all, because I still don't really. I didn't notice it as a kid. Like I couldn't see anyone aging, nor me. And then when I learned, I started just getting really sad because I was like, Mom and Dad, you're gonna die. And like I was keep crying about it until one day my dad literally slapped me and was like, so what if I'm gonna die? Man up, like stop it.
Wow.
So I just have nightmares about my parents dying.
I knew they would die, I feel like, but I don't know if I was scared of it. I mean, I would get scared if like something happened that would make me feel like they were dying sooner than I expected. So I guess that I can relate to that.
No, this is dinner time and I start crying randomly because I just realized that I literally said verbatim, "You're gonna die one day, Dad."
No.
And then he slapped me. I was like, okay.
I remember one time my mom was driving and she didn't get in a car crash, but it was like very close and it scared her. So when she came home, she was crying. She got scared, and I got scared that she was gonna die for some reason. So I remember that. So I guess I do have a similar fear. I did have a similar fear. Just had to be thought about a little more. But yeah.
My dad had a near-death experience too. Did I tell you about it?
I don't know.
The pole thing?
Oh yeah, you did tell me about it.
It's so weird. Like he works as container engineer. He designs like the back end of things. And he was doing this metal pole one time and like he was in front of it and it was trying to make the pole. And it was off by a little bit when it was slicing, and it jutted out at like something kilometers per hour. Wow. Hit him, and there's the surveillance camera caught it. Like he did a 360, fell on his back. Wow. It was like in cartoons, like, you know, when they literally do a 360 and like pause before they fall. It looked like that.
Wow. That's scary.
Barely a scar.
Oh, nice.
No cracked. I don't know.
Did he just stop it with his head?
No, like it made him bounce back and it fell on his head, but there was no like big injury.
Oh wow.
No broken skull. Good. Somehow. Yeah. But that's scary because it was a call I got after class on the way home in 4th grade.
Oh. No. I mean, I'm trying to think. My mom did have cancer and I was scared about her dying for that, but I was a little older, so I guess I understood it a little more.
I just don't like death.
Okay, that's valid.
Now I'm okay with it because I watched The Good Place, but
now I'm okay. Oh. Nice. Okay. I have one other childhood one. I don't know how much.
I'm almost done with my childhood ones.
Okay, so I feel like everyone feared him, Voldemort, when I was younger.
I thought it was funny.
Okay, when I was like 5 or 6, though, I didn't have any context of like Harry Potter, and my cousin had like a poster in her room, and it was Voldemort was like in the poster. Yeah. I don't know why it was him. Like I feel like it just would be Harry, but whatever. He was there. And at night, when I had to sleep in her room, whenever we visited, it scared me. And so I was scared of him until I read the books, and then, like, it went away. But, like, just, I mean, this is kind of, like, a whatever one. Like, the visual of Voldemort, like, freaked me out.
He is
but
nasty.
He's kind of pale, too. And Michael Jackson's pale.
Pale
white. Why not white? Pale.
I almost said pale whale.
Pale whale. Pale men scare me.
Wait, which one? Oh, yeah. Just realized one of them wasn't white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
But you like your girlfriend who's pale?
She's not pale. She glistens.
Oh my god.
She has beautiful freckles.
Yeah.
Rosy cheeks.
Okay. Anna, you hearing this? Just soak it all up.
She is not pale. She's perfect the way she is.
What?
Is equally pale.
He's not that pale.
He's white though.
What did you say?
I don't know if you want me to say.
You can say
your boyfriend is equally pale.
Whatever. I don't think he's that pale.
I think he's pale.
He can tan if he wants to. I've seen tanner pictures of him. Okay. So my last childhood memory is, this is one of the ones that they always talk about. Mm-hmm. Frog drop towers. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Like, have you ever been to a county fair and seen the really tiny baby drop towers for children?
What's a drop tower?
It's like, it just goes, you're sitting in a chair with a lot of people and it goes up and then down, drops you.
Yeah.
Or just drops you 3 different times.
I've seen this.
This tower is like the size of this. Like, I see
this room?
Yeah, like 10 feet max height.
Okay.
I'm like 6. Mm-hmm. It's the county fair. So like, I went on the ride, and then when it was going up slowly, I was smiling, and they got a picture of it. And then I didn't expect. I thought it would just slowly go back down, but like my parents didn't tell me what to expect. It starts going.
Drops.
Boom,
yeah.
Boom,
oh.
Boom.
Oh.
Each time it dropped, I would go. My face would and like, and it would keep going and repeated itself like 3 different times, and I just started bawling each time it fell. When it wasn't falling, I was fine. So it was just it was my smile just going up and down, and like tears coming out of my eyes. My parents were crying, laughing, because like I'm the only one crying.
Yeah.
Like every other baby is just having the time of their lives. And that's why I don't like roller coasters. Or I didn't like roller coasters for a long time, and then still don't like drop towers to this day, because I think they're useless.
I don't like roller coasters. That's one of my adult fears. I hate it. I hate them.
It's okay.
I'm not scared of heights, and I'm not scared of flying, so like I'm not scared of, like, I just don't like roller coasters. Like the feeling of dying. Don't appreciate that.
I don't like the feeling. It was mainly I didn't like the feeling of heights and the feel itself, but I learned how to get rid of the feel. Yeah. I just hold my breath.
Yeah. Well, I wrote roller coasters for my adult fears. Are we on adult fears? I love how I say adult, like I'm barely an adult. I'm like a child. I look the same as I did when I was 12.
Do you want to like roller coasters?
No, like I'll go on them. I just don't like them. Like that drop, I guess. Yeah, I fear that.
I think I was just so tired of, because like in 8th grade we went to Carowinds. Mm-hmm. Shout out to anyone who goes to Carowinds. I love it. It's just like an amusement park, like a worse Six Flags, and all the people, like all my piano
people.
Yeah, piano people, because we had majors at that time.
Yeah.
They were just like, if you don't go in it, you're gonna be a chicken, and I just didn't want to be called a chicken, so I was like, I'm gonna do it. So I went on the Intimidator, which is like 217 feet tall, and like a 100-foot drop. It was exhilarating.
Wow.
But oh my god. Like, think about that. The last ride I ever had was the frog one, and then just doing the Intimidator after 8 years.
Wow. You made that big jump. You really didn't want to be called a pussy.
I really didn't want to be called that.
Yeah, we had our senior trip at Six Flags for some reason. I did not participate in any of the roller coasters. I tanned outside and held everyone's bags. So, and I don't regret it. They can make fun of me. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't like roller coasters.
All right, let's talk about adult fears.
Yeah, I just said one of mine.
Roller coasters, yeah. Mine's being buried alive. That's like a very specific one. I watched this show called Bones. It's just like a Criminal Minds or like a SVU.
I feel like I've seen like a little bit of it.
It has Emily Deschanel in it.
Okay.
The lesser known Deschanel.
Okay.
But I knew Emily first.
Okay.
And I really like the show. And there's this one scene where she's like, she wakes up and she's in a casket. And like that idea of like just one day you could wake up and maybe be in a casket because someone kidnaps you.
I feel like I would just be like, okay.
Like I would just be, because one is like I get claustrophobic if I'm just like trapped like that when I know there's not a way out.
What does Caroline say? If I die, I die.
Oh, no, not like that. I don't want to die like that. I will die any other way except a slow-ass death like that. Please kill me. Just bonk me on the head with something. Slice my neck open. I don't care. Just not buried alive.
I feel like...
Guillotine me.
Guillotine me. Wow. Buried alive. I haven't thought about that one. I guess if I put myself in that position, I would also be scared.
Yeah.
But I don't think about it.
I mean, it's like anyone would be scared of that, but like I just have this irrational fear of like I always think about it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I don't really have serious ones. I'll just go in an order.
Okay.
Clogging the toilet.
What?
Okay. Our dorm, I feel like those toilets always clogged.
Our old dorm? Yeah.
Yes. Always
they
clogged.
did.
And I feared taking a shit and then it clogging and then we couldn't use the toilet for the whole day because of me.
Well, you can unclog it.
I don't have the plunger. And
then
you'd have to do a work order. Then I have to walk all the way up to Caroline, grab the plunger, walk all the way down, do the plunger, walk all the way back. No. Just do work order.
That's what I did every time I clogged it.
You only had one stair. Like one flight of stairs.
You had two.
Yeah, but I have to still walk all the way up and down.
Oh my god. Okay.
Clogging the toilet. Scared of that. The embarrassment. Hey guys. I clogged the toilet.
Oh, I just remembered. I think like in my old dorm, my roommates, like one of what?
I tried to tell you.
What?
You know, one of my roommates.
Yeah, I know one of
the one I'm probably talking about.
Sure.
Saw me no, maybe didn't see me, but I definitely saw her. She walked right past me, didn't say a word, and started singing up the elevator. And I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Did that hurt?
Did it hurt? Yeah, I kind of expected like a hello, but like it's fine. I guess we're just not not at that level anymore.
It's okay. Well, like, so I think one time like one of my roommates clogged it and like didn't say anything.
Okay, I will never do that.
Like it's just
I will always tell you. When
I know I can have a whole podcast dedicated to like roommates.
We should. That would be so funny.
Okay, well I know, but it's also like you have to. I guess we should just be like not try to be negative. Just state the facts of what happened.
Just facts. Yeah, just no names dropped. No one knows.
We'll make up names for them. Yeah. Like either way, this person forgot to tell me that they clogged the toilet, and then it almost started overflowing. It was like the bridge. It like hit.
Do you remember
the line?
One of our friends' roommates with the toilet overflowing.
Yeah.
On the bathroom floor.
That's just so... Wait, can we say her name?
I don't know. I didn't.
Does she not want to be called out?
Maybe not.
Did she clog it?
I don't know.
I don't think
I don't know how that whole all I remember is that I came in and one of our friends was like, "I'm sorry if it smells," like, and then she explained the situation to me, and I was like,
"Yeah." They tried to Swiffer sweep it, and it was just like sloshing all over the. So, guys,
the toilet.
Don't go to college dorms. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
All right. Well, okay, you went.
Yeah.
My turn. Dying alone.
Okay.
Okay. I know a lot of these are about. Yeah, all these are about death.
Don't fear it. It'll happen.
No, I just don't. I don't care if I die. Let me die first if I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
I don't want if the person dies, I'm just like, let me die then. Like I don't want to stay alive.
Euthanization.
Oh my God.
Is now the time?
No, it's not the time.
Okay, I'll talk about it later.
You can briefly talk about it right now.
I'm not advocating murder.
But you are.
They do it in Europe, I think. If you want to die and you are like sick and you are in pain, I feel like you should just be able to die. Like I don't know why we have to force you to live.
No, isn't it if you want to die you can say why?
Do you remember the episode in Grey's?
No.
The lady like wanted to die.
Yeah.
But her daughter wanted to keep her alive, and since she was like.
But why can't
they can't just kill you in a hospital?
But you're a consenting adult.
Yeah, but they just can't. But they can't leave you if you're already in their care.
Can't.
Yeah.
Oh, so annoying.
I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't know, but. We'll talk about that later.
I feel like that should be a thing. Like if you are a legal adult and you have like you are your own like person.
I think you have to have valid reasons. I'm not saying like anyone who wants to die should be able to like sign off, but like if you have a valid reason, like you're sick and it's painful and or maybe you have Alzheimer's and you're worried you're a danger to yourself.
Well, like I always feel like anyone, like always the family gets to decide and never the person themselves because they're like asleep right now.
Yeah, but I guess that's when you're in a coma. You don't get to choose obviously because you can't speak, but like.
Don't they have consciousness things? It's like yes, no.
I don't know.
And maybe that's just in movies.
Yeah. But it's good for the environment. Population control. It's good. I don't know.
Okay.
Later.
I will have a whole, you can have your whole podcast dedicated. That can be your thing. Because I'm just going to listen.
Euthanization.
I have nothing to add to that. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Well, I think I mentioned this a little earlier, how I've had the same body since I was 12. What are you looking at? A spider?
Shut up. I thought there was a spider today in my bed.
Did you really?
Yeah. Oh, I was looking at the time.
Okay. How I've looked the same since I was literally 12. In addition to that, I think I have a fear of change, and I'm...
Yes, you do.
Yes. Because I'm scared of getting a mom bod.
Mm-hmm.
And I know bodies are beautiful as they are. It's just, like, I don't think I'm ready for that.
And
like,
moms are beautiful.
Moms are beautiful. I just don't think, personally, like, I'm ready. I've looked this way since I was 12. Yeah. What's gonna happen when I'm 30?
Well, what does a mom bod look like? Like, describe it. Don't say
how can you tell someone
is a
the
mom?
Difference from 20 and 35? How
Saggy
can you tell?
Titties. I don't know.
Yeah, literally, there's, like, little things. And it's like, I'm not ready to not look how I've looked since I was 12.
Well, why do you think I slathered skincare on since I was in 6th grade? I'm just scared of my face changing.
Yeah. So change. Really, umbrella topic is change. But really, mom bod.
I've embraced change. Like I was kind of forced to change things.
Don't look at me. You said to do it.
What?
Shave your head?
No, it wasn't that. I was talking about moving. Jesus.
Wait, moving where? Oh, moving.
Oh, I forgot I moved.
I was like, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'm sorry you couldn't stay in South Carolina.
I like South Carolina. I don't want to hear you talk shit about it.
I'm not talking shit about nothing.
Mm-hmm. We should have a whole, like...
Do you remember when our teacher made me talk in a southern accent? Yeah. I had to read a poem.
Yeah.
I was like, roller coasters. I'm just reading. It was hilarious. And then he didn't even compliment me. I was really offended because I had a really good one. I let it roll. Like, it rolled. It rolled off my tongue.
One of our friends had to also do it after?
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Maybe it was so bad I just completely blocked it out of my memory. Bad.
Okay. Only true Southerners can. We should have a Southern podcast and just only talk in the accent.
And eat
like, talk about all the South
and have enchiladas.
Okay, I don't think that's a South thing, but...
That's my Tex-Mex thing.
I meant, like, mac and cheese, chicken tenders, coleslaw, sloppy Joe.
Okay, so, like, Southern food?
Yeah.
Brisket.
Yes!
Brisket!
Biscuits and gravy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have that all the time, but yeah.
I just love
collard
biscuits. Greens. I've not had those in so long.
Do you know that accent challenge on TikTok? I do the beanie. Beanie.
What?
Beanie. It's like an accent challenge.
Yeah, I know accent challenge. Where's beanie from?
One of the accent challenge. He's like, it's like New York, I think. He like has like actual words, but it doesn't sound, whatever. I'm off topic.
Okay.
But one of them is like
What does it mean? Wait, just
I don't remember what the actual word was, but that's what he did. I'll show you.
How are you not gonna remember the actual word?
Because it's like not even like correlated. Like it's just completely. Okay. Is it my turn or your turn?
Yes, your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, I have here in my notes, men ruin everything. And that's because I have a fear of doing anything at night. I can't walk at night. I can't.
That's a real fear.
Yeah. Men ruined it for me. For all women.
Yeah. I get scared too, because I always... Okay, Caroline, I'm busy podcasting.
Is she calling us?
She's calling me. She's going to call you soon.
No, Sanj called me.
Go and do no disturb while you can.
Yeah, I'm scared of doing anything at night, walking out of the mall at night. And I used to work at American Eagle, or I think she works there now, right now, but whatever. At the mall, she'd like leave at like 11, and I think like that's terrifying.
It is,
because your car is just like anyone could just be waiting for you.
Wegmans used to like
walk you.
Yeah, they would request you. You can request someone if you want.
Usually they walk in groups like to each other's car and drive each other around, but like still like. It's just scary.
It is a scary thing, and it's very stupid how that's a reality still.
Yeah, it's like correlated to like sex trafficking, because like even like Target, like, and I remember I'm saying Target because it's like a nicer. You think of it as a nicer like place than like maybe other, what are they called? Grocery stores, I guess. But like that there's sex trafficking in Target now too, like everywhere. That's just an example. That's so scary. Like I'm scared for other people too, not even just myself.
I'm scared for like if I ever want children, like. My daughter who like ever wants to go out.
Yeah.
I'll be terrified.
Yeah.
That's why I always like having someone who's taller than me when we're out.
Yeah.
That's why Joey is a good boyfriend, because like it's basically like if you're like
I was just thinking like no one like out of me and Anna's taller.
Yeah. Well, even as
like,
a like
an
me,
inch.
even me as a male, like I still get scared because I know people I always get scared like someone's gonna punch me because I'm gay. I don't know why. That's a random ass thing. Or like, like it's just because I'm more petite and small. Like, and people have mistaken me as a lesbian too. So.
Yeah, but no, that was one of my fears. I can't do anything at night.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. My gender has done so much shit in this world.
It's okay.
The ocean. And don't you do that.
It's understandable.
90%, once again, not fact check, 90% of the ocean has not been discovered. Do you know what could be down there? Literally Atlantis.
Wouldn't that be cool, though?
Yeah, but also literally megalodon.
A megalodon.
Sounds like someone trying to say McDonald's.
Yeah. I mean, it's scary. But in terms of when we were choosing, I think it's less scary.
Like open water, like I'm just gonna get jawed, like.
I guess. I understand that fear.
I freaking hate it. There's so many things in the ocean that can kill you.
Yeah.
And then when you die, you just sink to the bottom, and no one will ever find you again because you're just at the bottom.
I thought dead bodies float.
Well, sometimes they can. Oh, I don't know.
I guess if you don't get water, because water makes you sink. So if you're drowning, you sink because you're filled with water. But if you're actually, I have no idea. The science of drowning. Followed up by euthanization.
Oh my god, no! Have you ever seen those like things in restaurants like how to tell if someone is suffocating? Like, are they on the ground? Are they holding their throat? I've
never seen that.
It's like it's like protocol, but it's the stupidest things to indicate. Wow. Like, are they holding their throat? Are they visibly choking? Are they asking for help? And it's like, by the time you're done reading, the person's dead.
Like, are you drowning? Is the person swimming?
Well, like, have you had a CPR class before?
Yeah.
You know when they tell you, like, you have to ask the person, do you need CPR? Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you conscious? And it's like, they're clearly not. Like, why do you have to still ask? But, whatever. Protocol. I shouldn't say that I'm certified, and I don't want that to be taken away.
You're still certified?
Yeah.
Doesn't it, like, expire after a year?
Oh, maybe it hasn't.
I'm pretty sure they expire after, like, a certain amount of time.
Each year? Oh, so at least 2 years.
Okay, maybe 2 years.
Okay.
This one's kind of real. I feel like you can relate to it. Like, disappointing your parents.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an Asian thing.
That's a very,
Yeah.
Asian thing.
I mean, my dad, like, growing up, I'm still growing up, he's always would say, like, you're a representation of me. So, like, anything you do represents me.
Reflects on you, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, they weren't really strict when it came to, like, curfew and everything. Like, I could come home kind of whenever. I mean, like, generally, like, don't come home, like, super, super late. But, like, he would stay up. My dad would stay up sometimes, even when it was late, just to make sure I got home. Even though I don't have a curfew.
Yeah.
And that's just because, like, I feel like he just, I don't know, I'm just trying to say, is, like, there's so much trust that I don't want to break it.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of trust in my parents, too. And one time they, like, they never, like, told me what to do as a kid. I just knew.
Yeah.
And I always tell them, like, you got very lucky with the both of us.
Yeah.
We could have easily done some, like, gone down a bad route. And they're like,
yeah.
It was like, we did it right. I was like, no, you didn't. You did not do it right, but they got lucky.
So, yeah, disappointing my parents.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't want to disappoint them. Like,
yeah.
I like the idea of that.
I don't want to rebel against them.
Yeah, I'm upholding their standards.
Yeah.
I always think of Tahani. That's why I like Tahani in The Good Place so much, is because when her parents said, your public failure is our public failure. That's actually kind of true for some parents and kids.
Yeah, no.
Like, that's why it was a piano competition, and, like, I messed up one beat, and I cried.
No,
because I thought it was just... And then another time, it was for a scholarship audition. I was supposed to play 3 pages. I messed up so much in the beginning. I only got through 1. Bald. Still won the scholarship somehow. I think they had sympathy for me, but I was just like, oh my, I can't. That's why I don't do it anymore. I don't like that pressure.
I mean, one time I was pulling in and I scratched the car on our own car because it was just a really tight turn into the driveway. And I was like, when I got out of the car, I like look at my dad. And he's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing." And, like, I go to dinner and I'm like, "I'm gonna just go check something. I think I left something in my car." And I go to look to see if there's a scratch because I know I hit the car. I know there's a scratch, but I'm just like, I need to make sure before I say something that there's a scratch on the front of the car. And my dad comes out and he's like, "I knew you were getting anything from the car. Like, what did you do?" Like, because he basically was like, "What would you be getting from the car?" Like, it makes no sense. And I'm like, nothing. And then he, like, looks at it and he goes, Oh my gosh! And then
how bad was it?
It was one of our nicer cars.
Okay.
I mean, I shouldn't have been driving it like as carelessly as I was, but anyway, yeah, I felt really bad.
That's why I got my run me down from my mom.
I usually have a run me down, but that time I was driving his car, my dad's car. So.
Wait, why is it called run me down? Do we want to be run down? Is it
run me down or run down?
It's a run me down.
I don't think it's run me down.
I don't know.
Is it run me down?
Run down.
Run me down.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Run me down.
Well, yeah, because I'm thinking like, why would you say run me down? Like me?
It's run down.
Run me down. Run me down.
Run down.
Run someone / something down is in the dictionary.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. It's literally there.
Wow.
And it's telling you what happens when you do. Wait, it's a run me down.
I thought it was hand me down.
Hand me down. There it is.
Run me down.
I don't know.
I even said it. I was like confident when.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One time I bumped into the only accident thing I've been. Oh, actually no, that's a lie. But one of the two accidents I've been in was me going into my own garage because I was trying to turn out because like my dad was behind me and I was like, let me do this weird diagonal snake thing, and I just got a little too because like you know where I park? Yeah. I'm on the right side. My dad's behind me on the right side, so I have to go towards the left.
Yeah. So
I accidentally swerved too early and just
hit
like a dent, like a straight up 90-degree angle inside my car. Wow. The bad one, the worst one of all of them. And I was just like, and I just went back and I came home. I told my dad like, yeah, that happened, and then he made fun of me. Next day, does the same thing to his car.
Yeah,
karma.
Same car. Someone backed into me. I just felt so bad. There was no way I could have controlled that, but like I just felt bad. Also, same car.
You didn't yell?
No.
Oh, I would have freaked out.
I knew who did it, and I felt bad because she was like freaking out, and I was like, it's fine. But then I was driving home. I was like, oh my god, my dad's gonna kill me. My dad's gonna kill me. But yeah. I mean, that's the first thing I thought of. But I felt really bad about that.
Do you have more?
More fears?
No, yeah.
No, these are no.
Okay.
I have old white men. / perverts.
Oh, okay.
But they go hand in hand, so I don't feel like...
I should have a fear of that.
White men? Old white men?
No, like perverts.
Oh.
Do I?
But it kind of goes hand in hand with men ruin everything. So I feel like everything's like coming full circle.
Yeah, I'm gonna add on to that. Yeah, men do ruin everything. Y'all know, but...
You said it, not me. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's it then. That's our greatest fear. Yeah, so the reason why we're doing this is because it's going to be Halloween soon.
Yeah.
And you're leaving me on Halloween.
I'm not sorry.
You should be.
I'm not.
You're going to regret. We will rue this day. So we're trying to do a Halloween themed podcast. So
Frederic was like dressed like fall. And I was like, I just look like every other lesbian.
And then I look like a Thanksgiving feast. Cornucopia.
You're giving me women's section at Target vibes.
Women's section at Target?
A sweater.
This is a men's sweater. From ASOS.
Is ASOS? What is ASOS?
Oh.
Like 5 sauce? Like 5 seconds of summer?
Oh.
I have no idea. I don't know. I'm just asking.
I think it's ASOS.
Okay. That's good.
Well, next week we're going to be... Do we really have to buy the candy? All the different types?
Okay,
with our
aggression
with our podcast money
was unnecessary. I just think it would be. I can't remember what every candy tastes like. How am I gonna rate a candy?
But you're the one who says, "Can't you remember what a taste is if you just think about it?"
I said in dire situations.
This is a dire situation.
If you're left with like dirt, I feel like your mind's powerful enough to like imagine that it's something else.
Still think that's true. Okay, well, fine. We'll buy the candy bars.
Okay, never mind.
We'll buy them.
Okay.
Should we buy candy for our apartment, like? In case people want to trick or treat.
I don't think anyone's going to trick or treat.
Okay, well, if they do, we just don't answer.
Yeah, probably. I think with COVID, it's hard.
What if we just put a sign? We got COVID.
What are the kids going to do for Halloween?
I don't know.
Are they going to just walk around?
I think there's some parents out there who will still want their kids to go. They're like, well, the people who don't care, you know? Like, I want my child to have a good Halloween experience.
The people that they're going to, they're probably not going to, like, give them candy.
Yeah,
well, they have to keep opening their door.
What if you're just in, like, rural Kansas where no one cares?
Yeah, the rural I meant, but like here.
Urban? No, I don't think it's gonna be. It's either gonna be all mass
or maybe they just leave the buckets out or something.
Honestly, yeah. Oh my god, my mom used to leave an empty bucket out.
Oh, so they think like it was all gone.
And she was like, "No one rings my doorbell, Frederic." I was like, "You are a cruel person."
I love when I got older, I loved opening the door.
I love opening the door too, yeah.
With your empty bowl.
No, like...
Oh, that was, like, in the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once I was, like, able to...
I thought you just open the door
by myself, and I would... Well, like, when I wasn't trick-or-treating, like, I would just do that.
Yeah. No, they're so cute.
Mm-hmm. Halloween is one. I feel like it's dying as a Halloween.
Well, it makes no sense, so I know why it's like.
I want to research the history. I want to see like what other, because there's what's the one that's in? What's the other one? Day of the Dead. Like
Dia de
one like
Muertos? That's not Halloween though.
I know, but like I'm trying to I want to research like what are the different holidays in October in different areas that are like sort of what we think of when we think of Halloween.
I'm sure we just exploited like some actual tradition.
Oh, probably. Like I want to know, like, does China have a Halloween?
I don't think so. I think it has something to do with scaring off spirits. Like that's the whole point of dressing, like wearing costumes, is like you're supposed to like scare off.
To have to scare off or to not, or to like
or like not be caught or something.
Yeah. Maybe
we should do that.
It was always intrigued me. I always like it.
We can open with the story of Halloween.
But I feel like not a lot of people get that cookie cutter neighborhood Halloween experience. You know what I mean?
You mean suburbia America?
Yeah. Like as much as I shit on it, suburbia, I love like suburbs.
Yeah.
I just love being able to go, like, because everyone trusts each other, everyone knew each other, everyone was on the lawns.
Yeah, you could go anywhere.
Yeah, it was just so nice.
Well. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that one this weekend. I was like, what are the kids gonna do?
I think it's just gonna be a mess. I don't think Halloween's cancel.
I know.
It deserves to be, because we couldn't keep our shit together this year.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's it. So we'll see you guys next week for another Halloween episode, and that'll be it. We're recording really early this time.
Yeah, we are.
It's a Tuesday.
Normally we do Thursdays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Should we do one this Thursday?
We have to double up at some point.
Yeah, we should start doubling up. You said, like, what if we do 2 episodes a week?
I meant, like, if this took off.
Mm-hmm. I said, could we? Are we not successful business people?
I feel like we could do 2 a week.
Yeah, we could.
If it took off.
Yeah. You don't see it, but like today I brought all our stuff with what do you call it? It's like a half shopping cart.
I call it the Asian shopping cart.
I call it the Asian grandma shopping cart. It's the one that everyone in Chinatown has. It's like, it just looks like a rectangle, and you pull it, and it's so useful.
Yeah, no, it's like the perfect size.
I'm so glad I can bring everything, because last time my backpack was heavy and
Did you steal it from a homeless man?
No, okay. This story, I still don't know how it's clear. My dad got it, and he said he found it on the streets. But in New Jersey, like, where would that be on the street? That's my question.
I thought you found it on the streets.
No, and I would never take that from a homeless man.
I want that on the record. From the homeless.
I did not. When did I say that? Do I look like the person who do that?
I don't know.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
But
even if I did, I'd probably get beat up. I'm not the type who can just defend myself.
No, I feel like you could hold your ground.
I do know Taekwondo.
Yeah.
She's a brown belt. I never got to black. I'm so sad.
I
quit before.
I signed up for karate and I hated it.
It's so fun.
I was the only girl.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah. But I should have stood up. Should have been like, you listen to me.
Okay, Mulan.
I know.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Cue the outro music.